All right, Adam, we are going to be going on to the last story of the day, which is the leaked images of the Justice League Mortal, who was originally intended to be just its first start of the DC universe, to be directed by George Miller, who is famous for doing the Mad Max films. Ooh, I am way too hungover to be doing this today. I am just twisting. I can't believe I read that whole entire story of the Toys R Us thing and not fuck it up as badly as I did at the latter end. I couldn't understand that. So the images got leaked, and I showed you some of the images. What did you think of them? Of these, they're almost so blurry you can't even tell like
who's who. You can't really see faces.
Yeah, you can't really tell who these people are. And
the most of the suits don't look very good. They're too bright. The colors are way too bright.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going off of what I'm looking at, because we have the image posted obviously below. But I'm gonna say, okay, I'll go through each one. You want to just go through each one and what you think about it?
Yeah, I remember what they look like.
What'd you think of the Batman? I mean, it's blurry because it's a lot of black.
Yeah, I couldn't make out any details on it.
The Batman looks like it has really, really long ears.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the long ears. I'm much more down with
the short ears in the cow.
Yeah, I'm much more down with the short ears because I think they work with like obviously like the Tim Burton Batmans. They work, but I don't know. It's kind of one of the things I enjoy a little bit more about the Ben Affleck interpretation of it is that I like the costume a lot. I kind of prefer the shorter ears rather than
the short ears.
The really tall like Nightfall. You ever seen the Nightfall ears? How tall they are? They're like a whole forearm above the head.
Yeah,
they're ridiculous looking. I'm gonna say that the apparently Armie Hammer came out and who was originally intended to play Batman in this movie. Said that that's not even what the final costume was going to look like. So we don't know if we're ever going to get leaked images of those again. I'd love to see like a behind the scenes of the making of this, because they were seriously like days ready to get going and shoot on this thing.
Yeah. And
then it just got scrapped to do Man of Steel. So I'm very curious. All right. So going on to the next one, the Superman one.
2 thumbs down.
Yeah. I think this is actually the worst costume. Because, okay, they did get rid of the tights, the red tights, which I think that is I'm completely fine with getting rid of the red tights. I think they look great on animation. They look good in comics. They work, but they just don't work in a modern sense because,
live action,
because the Superman Returns with Brandon Routh, just nonstop was just, man, it looks ridiculous. That outside underwear just looks really goofy. But I have a problem with the belt. Why does he have a belt like ingrained into a one-piece suit? It's just dumb.
Yeah.
Why?
And the blue is like fucking electric blue.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it looks like shit. Like it is just, and then the red on the cape doesn't look right. There's just, I mean, I guess look right. I mean, what's my interpretation of it? But the red and the blue just clash really bad. Yeah. Like it is not a good design. Maybe this is the lighting in the picture that they're doing, but this was supposed to be like their official photos. It's bad. That's the worst one, I think. Okay, going on to the next one, which is the Flash, which I'm gonna say I think the Flash is the best looking costume. I think that
out of all of them, yes,
looking wise, it looks the best. And I feel like the Flash should be like one of the harder costumes to do, because I think that the costume in the TV show, I don't watch the Flash TV show, but I don't like the costume in the TV show. And I wasn't really that big of a fan of the costume in the Justice League film either. It looked way too metallic.
Yeah. And
I'm like, really? This kid made this out of, in the movie they say, oh, this is the same type of material that astronauts use when they're coming into orbit or something like this. Like, how did he get a hold of that? Did he steal all of it? Was he just, and he's so stupid in the well, he's not dumb, but he doesn't seem like a scientist who could do this.
Yeah.
in the Justice League cartoon. But this looks like a normal costume. It looks like it looks good. It's still so blurry to see, but it seems the way that the cow fits to his face looks really natural and very, very authentic to the comic books. Okay. Did you have a problem with that one?
No.
You don't have a problem with the
I mean, again, colors are too vibrant, but
okay. All right. The Aquaman. What do you think of the Aquaman one?
It doesn't look good.
It's this weird looking like cod piece right across his like dick that just looks really bulgy and weird. And they did the one thing I said don't ever do to Aquaman again is give him the hook hand. Which he has the fucking hook hand. I hate when they do that.
Aquaman.
I hate hook hand Aquaman. That's the first thing they did to the Aquaman in the Justice League cartoon. His first thing, I was like, well, at least he doesn't have the fucking hook hand. And in the first episode, they show him he gets the hook hand. He does it in a cool way. It actually makes sense to the story.
Yeah.
In the cartoon version of Aquaman, in the Justice League, obviously the cartoon, he is trying to save his son and his hand gets pinned down by like a rock. Now I'm like, okay, but you're Aquaman. Why can't you lift this rock? But okay, apparently it wedged so hard that he couldn't get it out. And there was like a rising volcano, an underwater volcano, like about to like incinerate his son. So he just took a sharp rock and cut it off like 28 days later, or not, 127 hours later, and just hacked the shit out of it.
Or Berserk.
Yeah. But I hate the hook hand. Just, can we get rid of this bullshit? You don't need to give him a hook hand because he's Aquaman and he sucks, and give him the hook and he'll cooler. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Aquaman's great. Give
him a fucking robotic gun hand. That's way cooler.
Give him something. Shit. I don't even care. I just don't give him the hook hand. It's so stupid.
Just fucking strap a...
I love Aquaman.
Strap a DualShock 3 to his fucking severed hand.
At least I'd be like, okay, well, at least
it more sense than the fucking hook hand.
At least it knows it's stupid. Okay, going on to the next one, which is the Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I actually don't have a problem with the top torso part or the shin bracelets. I got a problem with the weird, dress. It looks like a loincloth for Wonder Woman. And it's another one where I think actually I'm going to say the DCEU did it better. It's a better costume.
Yeah.
This woman, though, they said Megan Gale. I'm not very familiar with her. But looking at the pictures, because they actually did release a more high-def photo of her as it, she actually looks like a really good Wonder Woman. My biggest criticism of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is that she doesn't really seem very strong. She just seems very frail, but, she's, super powered, so she doesn't have to be... She's frail, but she's strong already.
Yeah.
This woman just looks like Wonder Woman. She looks very built and menacing. She looks like... Next to Aquaman, she looks way more threatening than Aquaman does. So... besides the little bottom blue skirt thing, I actually really like the design of the top torso and her legging bracelets or whatever they're called, shin guards, I guess. Yeah, shin guards. So what do you think?
I think that one's all right too. I agree with all your points that you made.
What about just don't like the blue skirt?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one where I think me and you are gonna differ. Is the Martian Manhunter?
Mm-hmm. Which I think looks good, although the muscles are clearly fake.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. It looks way too weird, and it looks way too fake.
He's supposed to be a Martian. It's not supposed to look not weird.
I know, but I'm not saying you can't not look weird. I mean, Drax the Destroyer. This all just reminds me of is Drax the Destroyer. But at least Drax the Destroyer, I can actually believe.
But Drax the Destroyer didn't exist when this movie was being made.
No, I know that.
In film.
No, I understand that. I'm saying that Drax the Destroyer's a big guy.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista painted over.
Yeah, basically.
This looks like he's wearing a fake suit, and he looks like he's like the Thing from the canceled Fantastic Four movie that Roger Corman did. Like, it looks bad.
I don't know if it looks that bad, but...
It looks pretty... I mean, it's not... Obviously, that's a real drastic comparison.
Yeah.
But it just looks like he's wearing a big fucking suit. Like he's
Yeah,
wearing...
no, it's very... They're very clearly fake muscles. Very clear.
Yeah,
they're way too
but like,
defined.
you know what? You know who did fake muscles that actually looked good? Was whenever they did the Fantastic Four with Michael Chiklis as the Thing. I actually totally believe that was like, you know, oh, I mean, he's short, but he's got big muscles. The way they made that looks good.
Yeah.
This just looks insanely goofy. Like, he's kneeling, I bet you, for a reason. Like, I bet you he's just all, like, weird torso styled. Like, he is just big torso and, like, little legs. It just, I don't like it. I know that he's a Martian, but it looks bad. He's got this weird sized head and these bulging muscles. It just doesn't look real to me. If that's real, if that's what a real guy actually looks like, then okay, then I'll shut the hell up. But until then...
I agree with you. He doesn't look like a real guy, but I think that you're being a little bit too...
What, judgmental?
Yeah, too judgmental of a character that's not even supposed to be a human.
Yeah, I guess so, but I've seen Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter doesn't need to look like, you know... Oh, you want to know who this... who the actor was who was supposed to play him?
Who?
Hugh Keys-Byrne. Guy who played Immortan Joe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the same guy. I don't know why they would pick a older guy like that to do him, but that's who they were supposed to have. That's what it says here. Like, he was keyed up to do it. Okay.
Well, they probably wanted somebody with a differing accent to the rest of the characters.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably true. He definitely talks a little weirder in the show. Okay, going on to the last one is Green Lantern. And I'm going to say that that's probably the second worst costume out of all of them. After Superman, I think that Green Lantern's is just... I know that Green Lantern's a really tough costume to do. I understand. Like, it just is a weird-looking costume. But I like that they did the black and the green. Like, it's not just all green. They went back to that, original-looking design.
You know what looks better about it? It's not CG.
Yeah, it is not CG. As Deadpool said, don't animate it. Yeah, it does.
Don't CG my suit.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't make the super suit green. Or animate it. So I just think that the costume for Green Lantern is so bland and boring. Yeah. But I know that there's not a lot you can work with that costume. I understand it. I like the color of it. I like the color scheme of the Green Lantern where it's black and that like brighter green. I like that.
I think it works for him.
Yeah, it works for him, but I don't think the costume is very good. So, do you have anything else you want to say about these costumes, Adam?
No.
Before we kind of close out?
No, that sounds good to me.
And that's pretty much the whole show today.